Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. It's a lovely big box for a bottle of Body Shop shower gel. I was going to call it bubble bath, but it's not a shower gel, but it's a Body Shop treat anyway. It's a box design that I've made before. I've done it in cardstock, but this is a paper version because I wanted to use the gorgeous, beautiful free paper that's obviously free during celebration. However, you'll notice that there isn't any decorating on the front of this, and that is because when I made it, I made the bag for my bottle of Body Shop stuff, got my stamps out, went hunting for the dies and realised that I hadn't ordered the dies because that's a silly girl. So I did stamp first and then I fussy cut it and actually didn't like the stamped look against this paper. So I'm going to finish this one and make a second one and finish that. So what I found was the stamped image. I stamped it on white, coloured it, didn't work. Stamped it on vanilla, didn't work. It just didn't seem to look right against this paper. Now, the stamped images look great if they're against a plain background, but with this, it just didn't look right. But we're going to do something different. Okay, you need a piece of paper that's 10.5 by 10.5 inches, which in metric, and I've lost my instructions. What is it in metric? It is 27 by 27 centimetres. Always good to know. Right. Okay, so on the first side, score it at 2.5, 5, 7.5 and 10 inches, which in metric 6.5, 13, 19.5 and 26. And then on the other side, score it at 2.5, 8, turn it over and score it at 9.5. So in metric that's 6.5, 20, turn it over and score it 24.5. And actually the finished size of it, 2.5 by 2, oh gosh, you can't see that against that. 2.5 by 2.5 by 5.5 to this point here. Obviously it's going to be a little bit taller. So in metric that's 6.5 by 6.5 by 13.5, and it fits the bottle of Body Shop shower gel perfectly. Obviously it's going to fit other stuff too, but that's what I designed it for. Right, let me scooch that out of the way. So I'm going to fold up the bottom, that's the bottom, and this is the top where we've got the second, there we go, the second score line that you fold back on itself. We're not going to see that pattern. It's going to form the top there. Okay. This particular colour is lovely. Let's see what colours they are. So this is in the catalogue here. Favoured flowers, and it coordinates with fragrant flowers. So the colours are basic black, blackberry bliss, calypso coral, which I've used here, fresh freesia, and I'm going to say that's petal pink in there as well, and then a green, evening evergreen. I'm going to say there's a bit of old olive in there as well. Yeah, possibly old olive in that. But this blackberry bliss and fresh freesia combination, rather lovely. Okay. So I'm going to hold it this way around so you can see it better. So I've got a little skinny bit there and up at the top. So at the top I'm just going to take a little bit off, but I'm going to fully remove that rectangle with enormous scissors. I think this is the longest pair I own. I've got a rainbow on them. I've had them a few years now, these ones. Stampin' Up sells snips, which are the little ones. We used to sell big craft scissors, but that stopped maybe 6 years ago, something like that. These are my old ones, and I did at one point, you see it says Stampin' Up on it still. At one point in time I had about 5 pairs of these, but no more. What have I got? 2 pairs, and they, despite our best efforts, can't actually keep them sharp. So I bought those ones, and I just went to Amazon and ordered a couple of pairs of fabric scissors, and they turned up with rainbows on them. That made me happy. Right, my little tab there I've got some glue, and then I'm going to fold in my two sides. Now, for the benefit of the video, I'm not gluing every tab down. I'm just going to glue two of them. If you're putting something heavy in, like Body Shop's shower gel, do glue all of your tabs. Oh, I've lost the back. Where's the back? The back's invisible. There's the back. Do glue all of the tabs, but also on this one I did put a bit of cardstock at the bottom, so I made it 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 inches and dropped it in there just for extra support. Again, I've lost the back. There, that's the front. So that fits in nicely. When you pinch at the top, because we've got a seam here and one here, if you put your fingers on the top seam and push, it's going to stop at the second seam. There we go. It's going to stop. This is the second seam. The first one, seam, join, score line, whatever. That's the first one and that's the second one. It's not going to go any further, even if you didn't have anything inside. So I'm taking that out for photo purposes because I've just tried to take it out without trashing this ribbon and it wasn't successful. So I'm going to take it out in advance. So my twine rather, this is from a pack of 5 in all sorts of sort of neutral colours, and I've gone round 3 or 4 times just so that my bag stays nicely closed. You could of course punch a hole in it, something like that. But yeah, you get 5. Those are the other 4. So just not, oh, nice neutral shade. So we've got white, vanilla, black, and then that sort of grey granite and that sort of Sahara sand heading towards crumb cake. Packet number 3. Right, so I'm not going to stamp, but you could stamp, and like I say, there are some beautiful stamped images and samples, but I'm going to die cut because the paper, these big flowers, so these great big ones here, match up with our big dies, and these little ones match up with the little die. Happy me. So I want big purple, and I want this one and the little ones as well. So oh, oops. And I only want the 4 out that I'm going to work with. I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to clear some space and bring in my big cut and emboss. And on my various plates. So I've got plate number 1, plate number 2, a clear plate, and I'm going to come in with this one here. And stick that down and get another one. And the little one goes around to there. I'm going to send that through. So we'll do those 2 first. Love it when paper fits perfectly. Oopsie, stick myself to everything. So there's the big one, and there's the small one. Let's just get rid of all those bits I don't need. and repeat all over again with these ones to finish off the other box. Very glad I patiently waited for my dies. Because those are just fabulous, and there's no way I'd be able to stamp and colour that skillfully. I don't have that skill set. Stampin' Up makes me look good. Let's move that out of the way. So yeah, having them already pre-made or pre-printed, designed, I don't know how you'd word that, pre-done for me. And it's, yeah, and it's free paper, so, I mean, I know, I'm sure you were all screaming at me for cutting my paper the way I did, but it didn't cost me anything, it was free. Love it when paper's free. So, and it's free with a £60 order, no, free with a £45 order, €60. And the bundle is $45.75, so you're going to buy the bundle and get the paper for free. Okay, let's finish this all off now. So I want my purple ones on here. And do you know what? I'm going to do a little experiment. I'm going to get some Wink of Stella and glitter up my smaller one. Let me make that really glittery. Focus, focus. There we go. So that's really glittery, so that it stands out. And I'm going to get these are the foam adhesive sheets, and I want that to really stand off the box. So I'm going to do 2 layers. So that's really stuck off the box now. And I think I'll just use ordinary dimension. Well, I would use ordinary dimensions if I could find them. Oh, they're under my Celebration brochure. So that's slightly smaller one down there. So that's shimmering. So that works. Okay. This one I'm going to put just the 1 layer. Should I Wink of Stella this one as well? Oops, knock over the box. Oh, that's a slightly different green. That's a slightly different green as well. Hadn't noticed that. Oh well. And they're brilliant. I love that. I love that with the Wink of Stella. But I love that it's your box. It's the box, but then it's like these ones are coming to life straight off the paper. Oh, I'm really happy with those. Oh, I'm pleased I did that. Anyway, I hope you like them too. Like I say, there are stamps. I don't have the skills to colour in this fashion, not in a million years. Alyssa Tilsner in Australia, she has the skills. Go and find her videos on her stuff that she does with blends on another level. She'd have the skills to colour and die cut and get on the box. Mine, not so much. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.